Okay, g'day.
A bottle of fuel if you want it.
I'm over my uncle's place, and this is a fuel pump out of his tank. A fuel pump had been replaced a couple of years ago because the car had been sitting around for a long time, and the fuel pump had just sort of gummied up and stopped working. Now it needs replacement again. So this is the sleeve that goes around, it pumps inside there. The sleeve is meant to keep the pump quiet. Here's the two connections here. There's two connections, output tube, the tank sensor, the tank sender unit is just here on the side. Yeah, you can see it's pretty dirty. I'm going to have to try and clean this up. Anyway, I got a new pump. So we're going to put a new pump in this, try and get this clean and try and straighten this lever out. It's might be able to see it, better from the side actually. If we can get down past through there, you can see it's bent. Yeah, that's got to be straight. So so we've got to straighten that because it never read properly to begin with. Always had more fuel in it than it said it did. Yeah, fun and games, trying to get fuel. It had 55 litres of fuel in the tank. How do we get it out? We shoved a hose, a 1/4-inch hose down the tank, and used a compressor with a rag around the filler cap and literally blew it out of the tank under pressure, so we actually got it emptied out. So just pause for a second, I'll show you the tank. Okay, so here we are at the tank. This is the back loading area. It's a station wagon. It's a 1990 Skyline R31 series, and you can see all the muck there in the bottom of the tank. Yeah, we're going to try and get that out. I think that's probably the reason why the pump's failed, is it's just so much dirty. Got a load of bad fuel from a service station. So as you can see, a lot of dirt inside the tank. Lots and lots and lots of it. So we're going to try and flush that out. I'm not looking forward to taking the fuel tank out because this has got a heavy duty tow bar on it, and there's a big bracket runs underneath the fuel tank and then bolts just in front of the fuel tank, so it's a bit of a hassle to get it out, but I've got no choice. It's got to come out. We've got to try and get all that shit out of there, otherwise the new pump's going to fail. So here's the new pump. It's a VDO unit. So I'll just show you the pump. It's got to go in it. On that. So there's the part number. So I'll just get this open. So this is the box opening. Here's the pump. Here's the pump in its little bag. Let's get him out of the bag. Into bag, sorry about all this shifting around. So there's the pump. It's sealed in this vacuum bag until use. That way it doesn't get any condensation or anything. So that's the pump. That's what we've got to put in. So I've got to pull the other assembly apart, clean it, make sure everything works, and go from there. The engine computer on these early Skylines, it doesn't have onboard diagnostics like any other car does, because these are one of the very, very first managed computer. So I don't know if you can see inside there, but inside there's a red and a green light. Hang on, I'll just get the torch. Hang on a sec. Okay, I'll see if you can see them. So the torch is probably a bit bright, isn't it? Just drop it down a bit. Sorry about the flashing. I'm trying to get a lower intensity. Okay. Yeah, it's strobing a bit in the camera. But you might be able to see there's two LEDs down there. They flash in a certain sequence. Now the sequence is on the side of the computer. I'll leave it there to read, if you like. I'll try and get that reflection out of the photo. Okay, so it flashes certain numbers. So it was coming up with a fuel pump which is 2222. So first the red light would flash twice, and then the green light would flash twice. So it kept coming up as that was the error, because the car wouldn't start. It'd sort of kick and buck and stuff like that, but it wouldn't run. We actually thought it might have been the crank angle sensor. It didn't happen to be that. So this is what it is. So that's the engine computer. This is the left front of the car, the footwell where the passenger normally sits, and the engine computer sits up here, up on the side up here, with that cover over the top of it. It's only held in by 2 bolts. So there's 2 little fellas just there. That does all this for the car. Very, very basic. There's only 3 things that stop a Skyline from running, R31 Skyline: crank angle sensor, airflow meter, and fuel pump. As long as those 3 are working, the car will run. But if not working, it won't run. So, alright, so I'm going to upload this video. So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and try and get as much fuel out of that tank as we can before we try and drop it. Estimate there's probably about 10 or 15 litres of fuel in there.
Only about an inch.
Yeah, but it spreads out. It's quite a big area for it to spread out. So, might use the other one. So
small one, yeah.
All right, so we're going to suck the tank out as much as we can, and yeah, drop the tank. I haven't got a choice. I've got to drop the tank and clean that out. So gonna have to go and get a couple of litres of kerosene or some shit like that and flush this tank. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Hey, have a good day. It's Saturday here in Perth. Nice Saturday afternoon. It's about 28 degrees. Beautiful day. And yeah, I'm working on a 30-year-old Nissan Skyline. So this is the car. My uncle's going to leave me this car in his will. I'm going to restore the car back to good condition. I've got a good engine for it. The gearbox seems to be okay. The car's not in too bad nick. It's got a few little minor things wrong with it. You know, it's got a little bit of rust cancer in the bottom left-hand quarter panel down the side down here. A little tiny bit of cancer there. That's not much. That's easy to deal with. It's got a dent on the rocker panel. Down under there, it's got a big dent there. All right. Other than that, she's clean as a whistle. Got GXE interior for it, so we're going to put GXE interior out of a Series 2 Skyline, 1987. This is 90. This is June 90, this one. Probably one of the very last ones that were made. Got a good car. Driver's door's got to be replaced. It got somebody hit the driver's door and it actually overextended the door, and it broke off the stay there. It broke the stay off, and anyway, it's bent the door inside there. The door's all bent, so we're going to take that out and replace it with another door. I've got a door for it. Getting hard to get past for these cars. Absolutely getting hard. Anyway, R31 1990 RB30E engine in it with a 4-speed automatic transmission. This is the base model. It's a GL. We're going to turn it to a GXE. So there's the car. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.